Yo, what's good? YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, what's popping? You got another Sunday of football. How you doing, Sean?
Doing all right. How you doing for this Thanksgiving weekend?
I'm all right, ready to get it popping. We already got a lot of games in play. You
Yeah,
know,
it's a good weekend to do a parlay for all the Sunday games. See if you can get every single one right.
I didn't even think about the parlay. I always play DFS. Except do my lineups. I submitted about 70 of them things.
Nice, nice. I just had my first championship matchup, lost it. It was a close race up until Julian Love got hurt for me, and then he kind of ran away with it. And he had the guy get 50 points too, which always a game breaker in those types of things.
You went against a college football, fantasy football legend, though, man. He
Oh
known
yeah.
in the spaces. He well known in the spaces.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of well-known people in that league, so even just to make it to the finals is quite the accomplishment. But it hurts, man. I lost 3 games. Two of them I just lost because the guy outcoached me. But the one that I lost is because I forgot to take a guy out of my goddamn lineup. But not that it would have mattered. But great season I had, but championship just didn't go well. But nice warm up to get into the NFL ones. We're getting to the playoff matchups, winding down here. Like it should be 2 more weeks of fantasy football this week and next week. But NFL wise, we're starting to see the playoff picture getting to it.
Mm-hmm.
We should get me and Alex did a fun little game last year. We tried it. We should try. You get 9 players. You get 1 quarterback, 3 running backs, 4 wide receivers, and 1 tight end for a total of 9 guys. But the catcher is you can only pick 1 guy from each team of the playoff teams, and those are who you have going through the NFL playoffs.
Yeah, they do that on FFPC.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so if you want to put some money up on it,
Oh, I didn't know they did that. I might have to.
got a contest they do that on with some big money.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun little game, but we can get into some start sit questions here. I've got a couple that I was looking at before we came on. So this one's in a 1 QB 12 team league for my final flex spot. It's between JCM or Sean Tucker, and we got Bucky Irvin is due back. It's just what's his workload going to be?
Man, JCM, he haven't been doing nothing lately, huh?
No, they've kind of gone to what's his name, Chris Rodriguez as the main back there. And then JCM kind of comes in to spell him. And then when they need a guy for third down or short yardage, they bring in that McNichols. Bet you they regret getting rid of B-Rob now.
Yeah, I still don't know what they was thinking. Like, everybody else was so hyped about Bill, and I was like, I don't see it, but hey.
No. And even just from like an NFL standpoint, taking away all the fantasy things, what are you doing getting rid of a running back that can do it in the NFL? He's just had a bit of injury history, and he had that one weird where he got gunshot in the legs, and you're going with a 7th round rookie that you picked up, and he missed a full year of college. It's going to take him a while to get back into the groove.
Well, what did they get for him? I mean, it just depends on what you got for Brian Robinson. If you got
4th, I think.
And did they have to pay him next year, or
no? He's done on his contract after this year, so they could have ran him into the.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, I understand the business side. You able to get a draft pick on a guy, with an expiring contract. So I understand the business side. And
but when you go and you look at their games last year that they did, every time Brian Robinson got over 100 yards, they won the game. When Brian Robinson wasn't there, or if he didn't get 100 yards, they lost. So he worked well with Jaden Daniels.
Well, I'm about to say, at the end of the day, if Brian Robinson getting 100 yards with Jaden Daniels on the center, we're having a good day.
Yep.
For
sure. And he did it a lot last year. That's why the Commanders were so good. And then you get rid of the running game. It made it harder for Jaden Daniels. He didn't have enough room. Really what they did was all you have to focus on in the backfield is Jaden Daniels, because we don't really have any good running backs coming out there that are going to be game breakers.
Well, I mean, with all that being said, I might have to go Sean Tucker. That's
That's kind of where I leaned, but with Bucky coming back, I'm like, this is my only other option on this team. So it was nasty.
Yeah,
Injuries have just killed me in that league.
if that's your choice, it is nasty.
Yep. And here's another one I was thinking about. And for anybody out there, get your questions in the comments and we can get to your teams as well. Just let us know team size, what the position is, and any other information that you might think is relevant. So this one's a super flex, final flex spot as well. Jalen Waddle or Parker Washington, who's been hot lately. And I think the Dolphins have the Saints.
It's hard for me not to go with
Oh,
the clear star player on the team. Brian Thomas supposed to be coming back too, so I would have to go Waddle.
oh yeah. I'm kind of leading Parker Washington there just because he's been hot lately. And even Brian Thomas Jr. has been struggling. Even before he got injured, they weren't really using him too much.
Yeah, I just don't. If he's step in the mix, they might try to make sure he get his targets. I don't know. And plus, the defense is more susceptible to the wide out for that defense they're playing against, not the slot. So.
Yep. Should be a good matchup. That Colts Texans game is going to be pretty good too. So this one here is a 12-team super flex final flex spot as well. It's between Sean Tucker and Xavier Leggett. All mine have Sean Tucker in them right now.
Why is Leggett on your team on a 12-man league? I'm
because my team is bad.
That's what I was like. It's very bad. The man, when I'm looking at what he scored, the last 5 games, 3.7, 3.2, 0 points. 18, where the fuck this come from? I don't know. 5 points. It's like, yeah.
Well, let me tell you my team, because this is a rough team. I got to rebuild up. So at quarterback, I only got Brock Purdy. If he doesn't go, my other options, Spencer Rattler or Mason Rudolph in a super flex league. My running backs, I'm starting are Gainwell, Judkins, Woody Marks, and then I got Sean Tucker, who's the thought process. I also have Chris Rodriguez, who I could switch to. Then at wide receiver, I've got Rashad Bateman, Booty, Dobbs, and John Mechie starting for me. So if I take out Tucker, I can put him in. I also have Dante Thornton, Trey Harris, guys that haven't really stepped up yet that I got to hold.
Why is this team so bad? You is an orphan? Like, why is this team so bad?
I drafted horrible in the startup draft, and that was 2 years ago. So now I just had to sell off any players that I had this season to try to get picks to retool it.
Hey, that'd be the worst when you mess up the startup draft. Like, I remember when I first started out, I used to grab them all. You trying to compete for the year, and that'd be like the worst mistake you could fall into. You try to compete that year, you grab them veterans and your team good the first year and it turns to shit, pretty much the following year.
Yep, pretty much. Like, I had 4 quarterbacks. They're all gone now. Who was it? And then my first rookie pick from after the first year was Anthony Richardson at 1.02. So that just kept me in a hole. But who did I draft? I had Kenny Pickett.
You who
Zach
hate
Wilson.
Anthony Richardson so much drafted Anthony Richardson.
Oh, trust me, I kicked myself in the ass, man. There's 6 Colts fans in this league. And I wanted CJ Stroud. He was my guy. But I'm like, man, all these Colts fans are going to be foaming at the mouth for Anthony Richardson. I'll trade him for a big thing. And then I shot myself in the foot because I couldn't even trade him. I ended up trading him for it was some friggin' player that's been all right, and Jalen Milroe.
Because I do not draft the trade. I understand getting drafted, getting the value, but drafting with trading on your mind and with a player that you don't believe in. So if you get stuck with the player, you fuck yourself. If you don't believe in a player.
It was I'm not going to say a hard lesson learned because I learned that lesson a long time ago. It was just a harsh reminder of why I never do that. But you think with 6 Colts fans in the league and you got their quarterback, that should be an easy trade to happen. And I do regret not taking Joe Burrows in a first-round draft pick for him because I was offered that and turned it down.
Oh, yeah, you was on one. You was on one.
What can you do? But yeah, between these two, I kind of went with Sean Tucker. But now looking at my team, I might switch that to Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah.
And then this is in one of Good's leagues with this Superflex IDP big play bonus final flex spot. I got it between Bam Knight. I got him on there twice. Sean Tucker, Booty, and the other one was Khalil Shakir should be on there.
Who the Cardinals going against?
They got a pretty easy matchup, I believe. The Buccaneers.
But yeah, Benson not back. I guess Bam Knight feels like the safest then.
Or you'd go Shakir versus the Steelers, who have the worst pass defense in the league.
You didn't push Shakir up here.
No, that's why I said I got Bam there twice, but it should have been Shakir on there because there was four guys.
Shakir, I like the Shakir matchup. They give up to the slot more so. Yeah. And they're gonna have to pass on the Steelers defense.
Yeah, well, they're missing Derek Harmon, so their rookie defensive tackle might be able to run on them, but you're still gonna have Cam Hayward in the middle. You just won't have that second guy. So it should be pretty good. Anything you've been thinking about in your lineups?
Well, first off, I need to know what we're gonna do with this Cleveland and San Fran game, because when I was doing my DFS lineups, I was like, this guy, I keep hearing it's supposed to be super bad weather. It's like 35 degrees with very bad weather, so.
Yep. That's what they're saying. Christian McCaffrey, they're expected to touch the ball 35 times. I'm like, that does not bode well for me in Terrence's league. I'm going to get spanked. I've already had 3 guys go, and none of them put up over 5 points, so I'm already in trouble in your league.
Well, you should have Judkins. Judkins should be touching the ball a lot, too.
No, I don't have Judkins in that league.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you got him in a bunch of other leagues.
Oh, I got him in a ton of other leagues. Like anywhere where I was drafting rookies, he was my top rookie to get, so I own a lot of Quayshawn Judkins shares. And then my next guy is probably Dante Thornton Jr., who hasn't really done much. Been disappointing.
So if they gotta, if that's gonna be the game, if they're gonna drag the game out like that, Cleveland, good luck. I mean, y'all at home and got the defense for it, but like I said, the 49ers be finding ways to win. That's
Well, the interesting part in that game is going to be what Shador does versus this Niners
What
defense.
can he do? I just told you the weather. He ain't gonna be passing much.
Well, you might have to.
It was snowing and raining out there yesterday.
Yeah, I imagine it's when I talk to Alex, who's only about 45 minutes from Cleveland. We always typically have the same sort of weather, so I imagine it's what it's like outside for me right now in that Cleveland game.
Yeah,
you just got to have the strong arm to do it. Now, if it was Dylan Gabriel,
I don't have a strong arm.
Go beyond. What?
You don't have no strong arm.
Who? Shador?
Yeah, he don't have a strong
He's got a stronger arm than Gabriel.
Now you try to compare him to somebody else. I said he would have a strong arm. That's all I said. He accurate, but the strong arm part, nah.
I think he could throw it 20 yards in the wind.
We're gonna see.
We're gonna have to. Same with Purdy. We're gonna see. Like, I think Purdy's arm is just
know what? They
just on the edge of being able to do it.
They comparable, both of them. Like,
yeah, they are pretty close. But that should be a good game. I think I get to watch that. What else we got going on here? We got the Texans versus the Colts. And did you know that Texans offense or defense has let the least points scored on them since the 2009 New York Jets? Like, it's been that long since the defense has been that good.
Interesting. I know you can get some fantasy points on, but I guess the real points not happening.
No, not the real points, and then you got Daniel Jones with that fracture in his fibia.
And the other dilemma I've been dealing with, and it's really for next week, am I gonna have to set Lamar Jackson? Because he is killing me. He's killing me.
You don't have to tell me that, man. I got him as my 32 team freaking quarterback, and he's killing me. Even in the other leagues I got him in, he's just, I don't know. There's something going on with those Ravens. I just can't seem to get that offense rolling. Just smash that ball with Derrick Henry. They're not letting Lamar run anymore, is what I think it is. Even when you go back to last year and they signed him that big contract, it was like, okay, we're making a business decision now where you're not going to do these to play breaks down and run. We want you to throw the ball out and act more like a quarterback. If we're going to pay you, we don't want that risk of the run and the injury. That's what it really seems like to me.
In his last 3 games, he have scored a total of like 14 points. 3, 7, and 7.
Lamar?
Yes.
Jesus. I wouldn't even think it was that bad if you were to ask me before.
So now I'm like, I'm looking on the waiver wire. Who am I going to have to? I can't trust Lamar anymore. But the waiver wire is shit. Aaron Rodgers, Geno Smith, Bryce Young, and Tyrod Taylor, and Cam Ward. Ugh.
You must have that Max Browser guy out there from Minnesota.
It do.
Now, would you start Justin Jefferson with him this week? That should be a question we should talk on.
I guess what? I sure would throw him out there just to see what happened. I mean, what do you have a better option? That's the question. Do you have a better option? You know who I'm not starting? Jordan Addison. He's sitting his ass on the bench. But but I figured maybe this guy could support one wide receiver.
You would hope, but it's still a big risk to play. So I think it does come down to what you got on your bench that you'd replace him with. Like if I had Shakir, or if I had to choose between Shakir and Jefferson, I'd probably put Shakir in there.
Well, let's throw out a realistic bench. So let's go. This is a 14-man league. Now that I think about it, on my bench, I only got Addison as a wide receiver, so I got to check somebody else's team.
Yeah, I don't own any Jefferson shares, so I'd have to go to a Jefferson team.
Okay,
Malik I can give you a stacked Jefferson team.
Malik Washington or Justin Jefferson.
Well, you got to go Jefferson there.
That's what I'm saying. On a bench, it's going to be real bench players. It ain't going to be.
Well, here's one for you. And this team is stacked. It won the championship last year and has Jefferson. So if you had Jefferson, these are the options you could put in because of he can go into a flex, right? You can either go Chuba Hubbard, Ramondre Stevenson, Keon Coleman, Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, definitely.
Christian Kirk, and maybe Trey Tucker. You'd go Diggs over Jefferson?
I feel more comfortable. I mean, it depends. What do you need? It's about your regret. Like, are you the type that's going to regret if the guy have a big game on the bench? If you not, go for Diggs.
Yeah, and they are. I think in this one case here, I'd probably go this Diggs as well. Just she's playing one of the worst teams in the league, so just get your safe guys out there, get this win in that you should, and go on from there. Is how I would do that one.
A couple years back, I had the dilemma, and I told you about it before. I lost the championship. I lost on the championship the winner. Matter of fact, we had like everybody was going crazy. Like everybody was scoring in the championship. But I had in my mind, should I bench Justin Jefferson? And like only reason I didn't bench him because I said if he go off on my bench, it's gonna hurt my heart. So I threw him out there and ended up losing with him because the quarterback he had, what's that trash quarterback that ended up on? He ended up retiring, if I'm not mistaken. He black guy. I forgot it. God, I forget the name. Is it Robinson? No, I don't know.
Josh Johnson?
No. This was a rookie quarterback. This was a rookie they had, like a rookie they drafted him maybe
the
fourth round or something like
Keelan
that.
Mond, or was he the Lions?
No, it wasn't Mond.
Booker was the Lions. So yeah, Mond. Keelan Mond. He went to the UFL. He's playing in there for one of the teams. He's a starter.
Damn, I wish I could remember. But yeah, man. And he was so bad that I was like, man, I should start this guy on my bench. And I didn't. It was Jaron Hall.
Oh, yeah, Hall. Okay.
He was so bad.
I still don't get what these Vikings were thinking, man. You had a quarterback that was working in your system in Sam Darnold. Almost freaking like you were almost won the division with him. You had a tied record. That's the only reason you were so low. Why you even let him walk and bring this rookie in? You still had a
Well,
rookie on a rookie contract. You could have brought in Darnold, signed him to a 2-year deal, easy out after one.
I don't look. I don't. I mean, at the end of the day, if they had to re-sign Donald, Donald was gonna make them pay. So
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
but Stefanski coached him in high school, so he knows your system well. You've worked with this guy for how long, and that you even like him, and you just said no. We're going with JJ.
it might have been above his head. You
Oh,
know,
it's got to be
yeah,
because
you know what
that
I'm
was
saying.
between that and a Brian Robinson. I think those were the two dumbest moves I've seen this offseason. And the other one would be the Texans and their offensive line trading everybody away and thinking Stroud's going to have time to throw the ball.
See, I didn't think badly of the running back moves because I don't think highly of running backs like that. And you got your high end running backs and you got everybody else. And
Yeah, I agree. But like Brian Robinson was just working with Daniels. So, like I said, every time he got over 100 yards, they won the games easily. And to get 100 yards with a quarterback that runs is pretty hard to do.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it's hard for Henry to even hit 100 yards if Lamar starts running.
yeah. I don't know what's going on with the Ravens. Trash. I was on the Ravens this year and they've just been doing horrible.
Well, everybody was on the Ravens this year, I think. They're still friggin' favored to win the division. Did you know that? They're at 52% to win the division. And
Not after that loss, huh?
yeah, even after that loss, at 6-6, they're still 52%. And the Steelers right now sit at 46% to take the division because the Ravens still have all their friggin' division games coming up, like just starting. They just started with the Bengals there. And then they play the Steelers and then they go the Bengals next week. And I think they have the Steelers at the end of the season for their second game with the Steelers.
Mm.
So they have a chance just because the division's so close that they can win their division. I don't think they can make it as a wild card anymore. So the NFC North is taking a bit of a nosedive.
What you thought about Burrow coming back and getting the W?
I love it, man. I have a lot of Burrow shares.
I
But
was
if I'm
able to
a
pick him
Bengals
up.
fan, he kept them in the friggin' playoff run, though, because they still have a chance to win the division, too, although slight. Like, what are they sitting at now?
I was able to pick him up in a couple leagues.
Really?
Um, yeah, people dropped him. The man been hurt since what?
Week
I
one.
don't. Yeah, people got tired. I picked him up. I picked him up in the Triple FL league. I picked him up in my home league. I was able to just pick him up. And then go ahead and fortify my lineup a little more.
Yeah. I wouldn't have dropped him in that Triple F league. I would have.
Well,
Until for sure he wasn't coming back because it was always he was coming back, so you'd have him for the playoffs, right?
well, some people don't like they like to even take the chance. Somebody dropped Garrett Wilson a couple weeks ago. I picked him up. I was like, just in case the man come back, get your behind on my own bench.
Yep. Well, I don't think he's coming back. Not with how they are. They're just best just to sit him anyways, right?
You talking about what's best.
Oh,
Say you not thinking about the mind of a football player. If think about fantasy football, you injured your hands and you not able to type on a computer. And when you finally do, you want to go back and do what you love. That's exactly how they are. They want to get in the game and do what they love.
I just think the Jets record though at 2-9, you're not making it. He's not even going to be able to come back until like week 16 or something like that. Like it's quite a ways. Which you're only starting him in the semifinals or your finals.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think they bring him back from the Jets standpoint like that, but the Jets are a trash organization, so it wouldn't surprise me if they do either, because they've got nothing there. Just to see what they got in Tyrone Taylor, I could see the Jets being that stupid. Let's bring him back, see what we got in Tyrone Taylor. But what else we got here for games that you like? What do you think of the Rams-Panthers game?
I don't know how that game is going to go. I'm sure the Rams at the end of the game is going to put foot to ass, but I don't know how much the Panthers are going to put up the fight.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming into. Like the Panthers got a fairly good defense, but they're just starting out and just starting to gel there, right? So this Rams defense probably the best young defense out there going. Not to mention Matt Stafford's playing out of his mind. I think it'll be tight until about 5 minutes left into the second quarter, and then the Rams will start pulling away.
Yeah, because I don't really what the Texans and Colts game was probably gonna be the best game on the slate on this for the day.
Yeah.
But I think you got the Bills and Steelers. Aaron Rodgers supposed to be playing finally.
Yep, he's playing. That came out right before we came on. I think you kind of froze there, Terrence, if you're still with me or not.
3 o'clock game will be the Bills and Steelers. 7 o'clock game not even gonna be worth watching. That's
No. The Broncos should pull away with that quite easy. All our good games were basically on Thursday and Friday. And like you said, we got the Colts and then maybe the Bills Steelers, but I think the Bills could run away with that big time too. Like if Steelers defense is the one that shows up.
You don't think much of the Steelers at all. If we go by your record, the Steelers supposed to win like 2 games by now.
Is it 2? No, it's less.
You had your door horrible.
Yeah, well, we also know that the Steelers have the worst passing defense in the league, but we'll see what Josh Allen can do against them, right? Like I could see this getting away from the Steelers. It's not like their defense is hot and cold, and when they're hot,
it's not like the Bills' defense that great. So I mean,
no. What do you think of Sean McDermott as a coach? Because I've been saying this to Alex for a couple of years that they need to get rid of him for the Bills to get to that next level. They're probably just kind of. What's that?
They probably do need to get rid of him.
Yeah, I just don't think he's a good coach. I think he's a good to change your culture type of coach and get a new culture into the building, which he did for the Bills, develop the winning culture. But I don't think you're going to get them past Mahomes ever in the playoffs.
Mm.
He just, I don't know. He gets in his head, kind of like Kyle Shanahan does. Like I say, he's got to leave San Francisco, go be a head coach somewhere else before he wins a Super Bowl because he gets in his head in those games. Like you get there by running the ball, and then you get into the Super Bowl, and then you start passing the ball. You're getting away from your coaching tendencies because you're trying to out-coach the other person, but you're just really getting in your head. Do what got you there.
49ers know how good he is, so I mean, it's gonna be a lot for them to let him go. Kind of like in Miami, they don't want to let go of that coach. So
no, which is surprising. Just freaking, you look at Kyle Shanahan's all-time record as a 49er, though, he's right around 500. He has a winning season, then he has a losing season. He has a winning season, he has a losing season. What I'm sick of as a Niners freaking fan is every season, though, you play these players too hard, and whatever you're doing, we're always the most injured team with him as our coach. Like, it's without question, we're going to be the most injured team next year.
I put so much stock in backup 49ers running back, and I'm just surprised this man didn't break down yet.
Yo, so am I, man. So am I. Even in your league there, and I took Gianti, I was thinking of Christian McCaffrey or Jonathan Taylor, and I was like, they've just been so bad, and who knows about Daniel Jones, and Christian McCaffrey screwed me last year, so I'm going Gianti, and not that it's been horrible, but would have been better with the other two.
Looks like that's it. So nobody asked a question, so
nope. Might as well go set some lineups and watch some ball.
All right, people. Until next time, peace.